I can't hear you.
Okay. Hello. No, I was just asking Mr. Madhavaraj that is there any short name that I can use, or I have to say Madhavaraj?
Madhav, you can say.
You can call me as Madhav, or you can call me as Raj.
Okay, that's better. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. How's the weather in Bangalore?
Bangalore is good, really good.
For you, you'll be enjoying your weather, right? But Delhi must be very hot, no?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Mayank? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out how's the weather.
Last 2 days, we have a fantastic weather throughout the day and night, and good rainfall.
Wow,
So,
great.
we are also enjoying the weather at this time.
That's great. And by the way, you're all open now. Delhi, Bangalore, everything is open, right? For you all, just no lockdown, nothing.
It's a partial kind of the lockdown in Delhi, not exactly open, fully open, partially lockdown.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, for us also, I think here
Can you hear me,
partially
guys?
lockdown. Yes.
Well, I have like a really heavy rainfall, and that I have a chin roof, so just checking.
Oh. Right now it's raining.
Yeah, we're having heavy rainfall. Yeah.
Oh my God! Here it's really hot.
It's
Dimapur is really hot.
It's reduced now, so it's fine. Yeah, I can hear you properly now.
Okay. So Mayank and Madhavraj, actually Tongdemo is our executive member of Nagaland Organic Connect.
Hi.
And we all are from Nagaland, but different places. So he's right now in Waka, one district, Nagaland. And Tia and myself from Dimapur. I'm the president, and Tia is the general secretary of the Nagaland Organic Connect. So 3 of our members are here today for this program. And Samir, I think Madhav and Samir have not met each other. Where's Samir gone? Samir?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, okay. I thought you got lost. Okay, I think you can talk to each other, Madhav, and I think you're meeting each other.
Yeah. Hi, Madhav Raji. I'm Samir, and I'm a farmer here. So I grow crops inside the forest, and we look at how local people can grow with the local resources. So I'm based in Assam.
Assam, okay.
Yeah, in Guwahati we have created one food forest, and also we are replicating it in different parts of the Northeast.
Okay.
And, I work with some young people whom I call the Green Commandos, and through them we try to motivate people to how they can grow low cost food which is local, and how they can get it into the wellness food industry.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Thank you.
Yeah, about 8-9 years back, I have visited Guwahati once.
Okay. Yeah.
And earlier we used to procure 3-4 items like Bhut Jalokia, bird's eye chili, big cardamom, like that. Few products we used to get it from there.
Okay, that's nice.
So nice meeting you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. I'm working as a manager of sustainability and special projects in Palada Agro Company, Bangalore. We are exporters of spices, herbs, medicinal crops, aromatics, essential oils. We export nearly more than 200 products to around 27 different countries. Our companies started in 1999. It's almost 20 years old company.
They're one of the pioneers. They're one of the first companies.
Okay.
That's nice. And they started with input, so that's very interesting.
Yes, our company started. Yeah, our company started with manufacturing vermicompost in the year 1999, And later on, we started exporting from year 2001.
Okay.
Then the certification process, everything started. But the company started with the basis of manufacturing agri-inputs, bio-inputs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So,
okay,
who will
Doctor.
start the presentation first?
We're just waiting for the participant to come in. We just opened the page. So,
Kalaji, I think you can start with the introduction. But the question is Mayank first, then Madhavraj, then Samir, no? That you had sent in the program.
Yeah. It will.
But if you start with the introduction, by the time the room will fill up in the presentation.
Okay. So welcome to this, the first session of the second series of the webinar of Nagaland Organic Connect. Nagaland Organic Connect, for the information to our guest speakers who are joining us for the first time. This Nagaland Organic Connect started in the year 2018 in November. And, just 13 of us coming together and then starting this organization with a mandate to transform Nagaland, the state, which is organic by tradition, into organic by design. And we have been working very closely with various organizations, and most importantly with IFOM Asia. And I would be failing if I don't mention my friend, Ms. Jennifer, who is the executive director of IFOM Asia, and as well as the IFOM, as well as the vice president of the IFOM National. So with her, her relation, we have been able to do a lot of good programs as soon as we got established. We have had a beautiful program with them. And now as well with Sandeep Kamat, who is the board member of the IFOM International. He has been helping us and supporting us in all our webinar series. Even in the first series of our webinar, he was there for us. And in the second as well, he's with us. So our Nagaland Organic Connect, we are just beginning, but we are looking forward to many more activities. We're also into working with the government closely for policy matters, of which again IFOM Asia is supporting and helping us. So this is our organization with a young team, and as I introduced, two of our members are also here. And of course, we have very senior experienced patrons with us. So we, as I said, we had the first series of webinar, and then this is the second series. We pick up the important, challenging topics, from what in the state that we discuss about. And then we came up with some of the topics. And today we are here to discuss about organic inputs. When we talk about organic farming, then the one thing that comes to our mind is about organic inputs. And many of the people, they think this is a big challenge. And all the time people find it, organic means they just have to grow without any chemical, and that's it. So we just want everyone, the people who are unaware, to understand that organic farming is not just about no chemicals, but whatever we're taking from the soil, we need to give them back. And I think that's one thing that organic inputs do. And therefore, we wanted to have this a very important topic, bringing the key person who can, unravel, who can explain, who can be able to go deep into the organic inputs and let our people in the state understand, and then to be able to, to overcome this challenge of thinking that organic inputs it's something of a challenge and not very much possible. So that is the reason why we have this program, and Samir has been very supportive in bringing two of the main resource person here today. We're very happy. And with us, Samir, my good friend, he's once again with us, and he's one person who always talks about, who always a practitioner. He's actually better known as Farmer Samir. I forgot to mention that, sorry. So he's so much into local resources utilization. And so I think today we have three important people who's going to bring to us the insights about the organic inputs. And I think the attendees are all looking forward to this very important topic. So we hope to give the attendee the much needed information and insights into this organic inputs with the three, I think, the very good speakers that we have with us in today's webinar. So with this small introduction about NOK and also the webinar session and the importance of this topic, I now hand over to our facilitator, who's Mr. Tengdemo. He's the executive member of our Nagaland Organic Connect, a very young, dynamic, a farmer himself, a scientist. He's also known as a scientist, and he studied abroad. He was working outside abroad, but then because of his interest to work with the people of our state, he has come back and he's doing farming himself, and he's part of Nagaland Organic Connect. So I give him the time to facilitate this program. Yeah, over to you. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Madam President. Good evening, everyone. As we know, most people don't realize this, but our organic products are only as organic as what we input, which means that you can only claim that or produce can only be organic your inputs are organic, and many people fail to realize this. And a very good example I'll give you is like, for example, my mom. He's from Nagaland. We claim that everything in Nagaland is organic by tradition, organic by nature. And every time he'll eat some animals that are brought from the village, she will say like, this is organic. Everyone should eat it. I tell her like, this is not organic. This is wild animal. It grows in the wild. These are the concept we have in Nagaland, and I'm sure it's all over around the world. People don't realize that there's a credible science behind organic agriculture, organic farming that supports from production to the from the farmers to the consumers to every enterprises as well. So here we have three dynamic speakers and panelists from around India, and they will be speaking to us about organic inputs, different type of organic inputs, from soil management to pest and disease management, and also like from the different aspects of like inputs. So our first panelist here, I'd like to introduce to you is Mr. Mayang Singh. When I first saw this name, I thought Mayang Singh was from Northeast India because the name Mayang sounds very Northeastern. He is the Chief Operation Officer for FCO Sikkim, and this is very interesting. And he has been working in this area for over 18 years. And it'd be very interesting to hear from him and all to see how organic inputs has been facilitated and working in Sikkim, because as we all know, Sikkim is pretty much the only state, or if not the only state in India that has proclaimed themselves to be organic, and they've been very successfully doing it. And our second panelist would be Mr. Mativ Raj. I think he's just said it himself that we can call him Raj. Is that right? Yeah. So he's a manager at the Palahadir Agro Research Foundation, and he's been dedicated in this organic production for many years. And his company is working with organic products from let's say from spices to what do you call export of spices and other products, and also with organic inputs. And it'll be really interesting to see how people from India and also Nagaland can avail this his knowledge and his. And then finally we have Samir Bodoli. He's from Assam, has a very dynamic and very innovative person, and he works with many students and also encourages many farmers to pick up organic farming. And he has a lot of experience working locally. As we know in Northeast, and especially in Nagaland context, we can't always buy and bring in products from other parts of India. And I, as a farmer myself, I've struggled very much myself. And I've always wanted to adopt to local things. Sometimes searching in the forest to see if I can use certain products I would find in the forest, and see how I can use it in the farm. And to be honest, I struggled because I didn't find anyone like that in Nagaland. And following the traditional system is not always practical. And again, if you think about like organic inputs, whilst they are very good and credible and like they have all the certifications and that, not every farmer in Nagaland can afford to buy the retail products. Firstly, second thing is also it's not always available in the market, and sometimes we have to resort to using like local products. And I think this is where Samir Bodolo can really come in and like enlighten us. So we're really looking forward to hearing all the speakers speak. And firstly, I would like to introduce. I would like to ask Mr. Mayank Singh to take over and take his time. I think his time is given for 10 minutes. So please take your time, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Wong. Respected President, Secretary, my co-panelist, Mr. Madhavraj, Samir, and Sandeep. So can I have my presentation, please? Thank you. So today we are talking about the organic agri-inputs. So what is the difference? The normal inputs and organic inputs. There is a difference because, you know, the organic market is very structured market. They have defined their own protocols. That's why sometimes the natural ingredients or natural nutrients are not considered as organic. Only the certified kind of things are considered as organic inputs. But before we start, we should know why the agri-input is required. Very simple thing. It's a very simple philosophy. Just like your body, you need food to grow your body. Accordingly, the soil needs the nutrients to grow your crop and plants. It's a very simple kind of. Our body is constructed through all these nutrients, vitamins, all these things. And accordingly, the soil structure is completed with the different of the nutrients. And that structure, that strength is giving ultimate strength to the soil to produce something better, which is beneficial for your health as well as for human being. So in order to maximize the yield, you need the agri-inputs. And that is, it's especially applicable for the small farmers, small holdings the farmers are having the small farm holdings. It's very essential for them because if they are using the proper kind of the agri-input, they can achieve the better yield. Agri-inputs covers the entire range from starting of the preparation of the plot field, we can say, the use of equipments, the different equipments used to prepare that particular plot, then use of nutrients, which are helpful to produce the better crop for the better vegetation growth, and some kind of other like a seed, because the seed is main thing, which is giving ultimately strength, converting that particular seed in a plant. So everything needs a perfect in a balanced manner so you can grow the better crop. So the agri-inputs in the organic system is very much prescribed by the IFOMs and the certifying agencies. There are defined protocols which can be used, which cannot be used. But broadly, we can categorize in the 5-7 categories. Seed. Any kind of the seed can be used in the organic farming, that is considered as a agri-input under organic farming. Any nutrients achieved or produced out of natural way, like mined kind of limestone, mined potash, mined phosphorus, that can be those kind of the nutrients are considered as organic nutrients under the organic farming. All the bio-based fertilizers are also considered as organic agri-inputs under the organic methodology of the agriculture. Biostimulants. Some biostimulants are produced out of seaweed extract. Some biostimulants produced out of some natural way. They are also considered as an organic input under the organic cultivations. And all kind of the biopesticide and the natural kind of thing, like a neem-based neem oil, neem-based neem cake, this kind of naturally produced things are also considered as a biopesticide, as a pesticide control management in organic farming. And all kind of the biopesticides are also considered as an organic input in organic farming. Why we need the input? See, any crop, if you want the better yield, you have to follow the better farm management practices. And only better farm management practices can improve the quality of and the amount of yield in any crop and any fertilizer, in any organic farming. So let's start with the biofertilizers. Because, any kind of seed you can use other than the GMO, that is very well accepted under the organic farming. So I'm not covering the seeds. I'm not covering the natural nutrients, because very few companies are supplying the natural nutrients to in this country, and very limited kind of the natural nutrients are available. So can we come to the slide number 5? Yes, biofertilizers. So biofertilizers, they are as a category of the biofertilizers. Why biofertilizers are required? Biofertilizers are helpful to mobilize the nutrients activities in the soil. And Agitobacter kind of the biofertilizers are helpful to do the nitrogen fixation in the root zone through atmosphere. So this kind of the, when you are using the Agitobacter, it will help to vegetative growth in that particular crop. Next. We suggest this NPK consortia kind of biofertilizers because it's a very less costly and very helpful to use, and is carrying all three kind of the bacteria, the phosphorus solubilizing bacteria, the potash solubilizing bacteria, as well as the rhizobium as Azotobacter. So if you are using the NPK consortia kind of the biofertilizer in your plot, it will help you to mobilize all kind of nutrients in your soil. And it's also very helpful because, sometimes what happens in your soil is carrying lots of nutrients, but those nutrients are on the fixation stage, fixed in some kind of the different chemical or different kind of, because, soils, conductivity, soils, nature of the, whether the acidic soil or the alkaline soil, this kind of the things are also preventing the uptake of the nutrient from the soil. So if you are using this kind of the biofertilizers, they will mobilize those kind of the nutrient in the soil, and it will help your plant to grow in a better manner. Can we go to the next? So IFCO is having all 7-8 kind of the biofertilizers, all kind of the bacteria which can be used in the farming, and they will very helpful for the better crop and better farm management. Next. Then biostimulants. Can I get the next slide? Okay, no issue. Biostimulants are required. Just biostimulants are just like a booster to the crop. Like you people might be using some kind of Complan and this kind of the things for your children. So these are the stimulants, giving the better boost to your body, better boost to your normal your children's. So accordingly, the biostimulants are used in the crops. So IFCO is having one kind of the biostimulant. So I am especially quoting that particular biostimulant here. It's a seaweed based extract prepared out of the green and red algae. And after the physical extraction of the this algae, this sagarika means daughter of ocean. So this bioinstrument is very helpful, is carrying lots of different amino acid, different type of amino acid, different kind of large volume of the potash is also there. So these kind of bioinstruments are very helpful for the better crop management and giving the good strength to the plant. So what we suggest, we have taken the organic certification for this particular product, and this particular is certified as organic, and it's a very much used across the country. And you cannot believe, we have seen very amazing result out of this biostimulant, the seaweed extract. So this particular stimulant is available in the two kind of the variant. One is liquid that can be sprayed over the crop and or the foliar application, and the another is granules. Granules are also used along with the during the field preparation. They can also be used even after as a foliar application in the crop. We have a large number of products in this category, and one of our subsidiary, IFCO has created one channel. IFCO is having a different subsidiaries. They are operating in the different segments. So one of our subsidiary called Agri, they are actually handling this thing, and they are helping us to produce this kind of the things. Agri is based in, they have their offices in Delhi. They have their plant in Mana Madurai, near to Mara Madurai. So these are the things handled by the Agri. Agri is our 50% partner. We have the stake in the Agri, and Agri is operating all these nutrients based and biostimulant based subsidiary. We also have some other companies who are handling the marketing of these kind of the products. So recently we are coming with this Sagar Amrit. Sagar Amrit is again 100% water soluble seaweed extract powder, and it's made out of red seaweed and very much rich with the K2A, and which is naturally available a primary and secondary nutrient in the this particular Sagar Amrit. The doses are very much defined. 200 grams per acre is sufficient dose, and the cost is also very minimal, just 600 rupees of the 200 gram of the Sagar Amrit. Can we go next? These are recently launched biopesticide kind of things. So these biopesticides are basically meant for the organic farming as well as the natural farming, because in the loss of market, this is a tendency that we have to follow some in the organic. The basic problem is this: how to prevent the pest and diseases in the crop. That is the biggest problem. And the entire Northeast is having a very high rainfall. And because of that rainfall, hardly any kind of bio-based pesticide is having any kind of good efficacy over the crop. So we want to suggest that you should be preventive towards your crop and pest management kind of things. If you will be preventive towards this, you can save it, because curative kind of pest management practices are not much available in the organic farming protocols, as the protocols defined by the IFOM International and different the certification bodies. So we suggest you should be preventive, you should follow the protocols. If required, the crop must be given the proper pest control mechanism before time or as on time. So it will help to your crop, and it will also help better farm management practices to produce the better crop as well as the better harvest. The trigon is a bio-based pesticide. It's a trichoderma containing the trichoderma and biobacterial pseudomonas, and 3-4 kind of things are bio-based things are combined in this trigon, and this is beneficial over is one of the fungicide kind of things, and good to prevent some kind of the bacterial and other nematocytic diseases, the like a nematode, and it can control nematode in almost all the crops. So doses are very simple, 5 to 10 ml per liter of water. Prices, IFCO is a farmer-friendly company, is always kept its prices in the reach of the farmers, and always, if you see, you will find even our seaweed extract, our biofertilizers, and all the category of agri-inputs are priced lesser than the normal market prices. If you go for the normal market price, if you find the biofertilizers, the seaweed granule at the price of the 700 or 800 rupees, you will find the IFCO's Sagarika seaweed granule at the price of 515 rupees. So IFCO is very much concerned to the farmers, and it is very pertinent to mention here. Last year in 2017, we opened few stores in the Nagaland near to Dimapur, and we supplied this Sagarika biofertilizers and all these category of product, and the response we received from the people was amazing. They were very happy. They got better price. They got better price and the better yield and better quality of better quality of yield, you can say also, because in the oil seed and all these things, the seed and the quality of the agri produce also matters. Can we go next? Again, this is an all-rounder. It's a combination of different bio-based pesticide, and very good to use for the crop, like yield enhancement for purpose, and can be mixed with any kind of it can be mixed with the water, it can be any kind of the suspensions, and the pack size is available with us is 1 liter pack size. The MRP is again very lesser, 500 rupees only. Can we go to next, the Niranjal gel? Niranjal is again one of the innovation from our subsidiary called Agri, and this is a botanical organic formulation and combination of neem and other oil as very water soluble kind of things. Both the things used for the integrated pest management practices under the for the fruit and vegetable and ornamental crops. So this is a good product under the for the sucking pest management kind of diseases, and the available the formulation is this formulation is in the gel form, currently available in the gel form, and you have to convert this gel in the some kind of the sprayable suspension. Then you can use it 5 to 10 grams of this gel in the 1 liter of the water, and it can spray over as a foliar application. And the pack size is available 1 kg to 5 kg, and the MRP is again the 500 rupees per kg. Because 5 kg rate is not mentioned here. I will, can we go to the next? You people all are aware, whosoever is following the organic paste management mechanism, they are very much aware of about this trichoderma, because this is the only thing, last few years back, this was the only paste management kind of things was available under the umbrella of the organic farming. So this is basically the bioagents, very good for the intensive cultivation farming, and available in the doses of 5 gram per liter is sufficient for the crop, and can be mixed for the, no, here it's not required to mix with any chemical. You can stand alone, you can spray this, and the pack size is available in 1 to 5 kg. Somehow my team has forget to mention the price here. I'm so sorry for that. Can we go to the next? This is a Pseudomonas. Pseudomonas is currently used in India under the organic farm management practices, but this is restricted under the European cultivation of the organic farm management practices, because the toxicity of this particular Pseudomonas is not acceptable under the European standard of the organic agriculture. But it's a good, very good kind of biostimulant, and as well as it's not only the biostimulant, it's very good the biopesticide also. If you are using this particular product in particular time and the protocol as prescribed under this, you will find it in a better way. Thank you so much. I hope I have completed this on time. And thank you, everybody.
Hello. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayang, for your input. It was a very insightful presentation. You not only mentioned and covered different organic inputs, but you also enlightened us from at the microbial level. Because as a farmer, and most farmers, we only think about like nutrient management, and you are putting fertilizers in it. But as an organic farmer, we also need to think about like the microbial ecosystem that benefits the plants, and that's very clear information that you provided. And I'm sure many farmers and aspiring farmers will understand this and continue to use such products that you have mentioned. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayang, once again. And secondly, I'd like to introduce to you our second panelist, Mr. Mahadev Raj, or we can call him Raj. Mr. Raj, can you please take your time, please? Hello. Yeah. Hello. We still can't hear you.
Hello.
Yes. Now we can hear you.
Now we can hear.
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I think if you can put the speaker close to you, it'll be better. It's not very audible. Yeah.
I think we can use the earpiece.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. If you have an earpiece, you can use, Madhuraj. If you have an earphone,
I can hear you faintly.
Otherwise, you have to shout into the mic.
Yeah.
Can I start?
Yeah. Please start.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, please face presentation.
Please, may I have the presentation, please? Yes. Can it be made full screen? Okay. So, good afternoon, gentlemen. My name is Madhwaraj. I think I have been already introduced to the esteemed panel. So, as you know, we are an organic-based company, and the inputs stand at the topmost priority of our business. It was basically explained that our company started in 1999 with the manufacture of vermicompost and other agri-inputs. So the next slide, please. Can I have the presentation, please? PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah, 1 minute. He's just fixing a problem on this one.
I think there is some error is coming.
Yeah, if you make me co-host, I can share it here.
Hello.
Yeah, I'll share it. Give me 1 moment. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Next slide, please. Yes, he is Mr. C.M. Shastri. He is the chairman and managing director of our company. This company was started in 1999, and gradually we have grown up. Next slide. So, in the previous slide, you saw the our vision, wherein we are required to supply the organic inputs to all our farmers, or whosoever farmer requires the organic inputs to do organic farming. So the basic thing required for the organic farming is the certified organic inputs. So that is done by the biotechnology using all the microbial cultures and other plant produced plant-based products. So we started with the manufacturing of all these inputs. Then we started giving assistance to the farmers. Then we help the farmers in kind of certification also. Next. And after getting the farmers who are interested to do the organic farming, then we started helping the farmer to grow the crops organically. And finally, we started marketing the produce for the farmers so that he's benefited by doing organic farming. And we connected the farmer with the buyer also, so that what exactly the buyer requires, the same thing has to be produced by the farmer. Next. So basically, when farmer switches over from the conventional farming to the organic farming, we basically see two big problems. One is getting a good yield by switching over from conventional to organic farming. And after switching over and getting the crop, then the next problem is fetching a decent price for the produce. So Palada has worked for both these problems by giving good solution. Next. So the first problem to fetch good yield is because of good quality agri-inputs, certified organic inputs to be given to the farmer, right from sowing till to manage the nutritional management, and for the pest and disease management, all kinds of inputs required has to be made available to the farmer. Next. And the second biggest problem is fetching a good price. See, farmers, when they switch over from conventional to organic, they naturally end up with lower yield in the beginning years. That is the normal trend for the organic farming, because the soil has been adjusted to the chemical usage since so many years. So the moment you shift over from the organic, from the conventional to the organic, the soil and the farmer need to adjust that. In the process, the yield levels will come down in the beginning, and in that situation, the farmer may lose interest to continue for the organic farming, mainly worrying about the reduction in the yield. So that is compensated through fetching good price to the farmer, so that the farmer is benefited and motivated to continue the organic farming. Next. So as I said, in the year 1999, Phalada was established. So we started with manufacturing of vermicompost in our factory. Next. So we started with a humble beginning in June 1999, and in November 2000, we started the biotechnology laboratory at our premises. And from 2001 onwards, we started producing different biofertilizers for nutritional management and pest and disease management. Next. So basically, we have got more than 35 products of different category, like for the enrichment of soil, and for nutritional management, for the liquid biofertilizers and the organic manures, and for the growth promoters and the flower boosters, and the biocontrol for the pests and diseases. So we have got different formulation for different activities. So this is our laboratory at Bangalore. We have got a separate unit for the manufacture of all these bio inputs. Next. So this is our primary product called Phalada Gomini. It is, we call it as complete manure, where we produce this vermicompost using the press mud from the sugar factory, sugar industry, that is being fed with the, inoculated with the earthworms to get a good quality vermicompost, and that will be enriched by adding other products like azospirillum or phosphorus soluble bacteria or isobium, like that, so that it becomes more nutritious and more beneficial to the farmer. Next. Next slide, please. Next slide. So these are all the benefits and advantages of using Phalada biofertilizers. That is, the crop yield will be increased by 20% to 40%. The chemical fertilizers can be replaced with all these bio inputs, and the soil fertility is maintained. And at the end of that, the expenses towards crop cultivation will drastically come down, which helps the farmer, which benefits the farmer. Next. So these are all the different kinds of certified organic inputs for the nutrient management. So you have got liquid fertilizers called Phalada Phytozeal. It contains all the nutrients, hormones, cytokinins, etc. Then we have got special formulations targeted for specific products like spices called Phalada Spice, Phalada pomegranate, like that. For individual crops, we have got special designated products. Next, please. So we have got other nutritional products like Phalada FI, that is flower initiator. This is especially used wherever the flower initiation is required. Due to some adverse climatic conditions, the flowering is hampered in case of mango, in case of amla, like that. So in that case, we advise the farmers to use the flower initiator. And we have got other products like Phalada Amino and Phalada Amino J, wherein the natural amino acid is being given to the farmers, which increases the yield and quality of the produce. Next. These are all the different products for the disease management like Bavarian Bassiana, Palida 103M, Metarhizium. Then we have got 107VL, Verticillium. So for the disease and pest management, we have got so many products in our portfolio, which is developed through different microbial cultures in our laboratory, which targets specific pests, specific insect species, whether it may be soft bone or hard bone insects. So we have got a very big list of all these bio pesticides or bioinsecticides or biofungicides. So the list is a very big one which covers majority of the pests. So we have got the basic one, Palada 104PF, there is Pseudomonas fluorescens, 105 Trichoderma azarium, 106 TV Trichoderma viridae. So different strains of Trichoderma and Pseudomonas we have got for the control of pests and diseases, for the management of pests and diseases in majority of the crops. Next. Apart from our Indian market, we have got we have taken trials in outside India, in Malaysia recently. Like we had done a package of practices for organic oil palm crop. They required all these inputs to be tried in their estates, in their orchards for the palm oil crop. So we supplied them and they are very happy with the result of all these crops. Next. Likewise, we have got, next slide, please. We have made all these, for example, pineapple or cashew. These are some of the crops that we took it as the trial, and they have used it in all these crops, and they have got good results using our products. So this is the certificate issued by our certification body, the control union, certifying that our product, that it is all certified organic. So thank you, gentlemen. I think I have given you a fair idea of what are all the different products that we have got, and it can be used in variety of soils, variety of agroclimatic conditions, and different crops, right from ginger, high challenging crops like ginger or chilies or paddy or any crop. So we got a wide variety of products which can be used in different agroclimatic conditions and on different crops to get better yield with the good management of pests and diseases and improving the soil fertility. That is the basic thing in an organic farming. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you all.
Hello. Thank you very much, Mr. Mahadev Raj. It was very interesting to see your presentation with varieties of products and inputs, organic products. Most importantly, you've mentioned that they were all certified, and I found that very interesting because a lot of products in the market, for example, in Nagaland, just last week I went to buy a biopesticide in the market, and the product had ingredients and there's written BT, which is all right, which is bio-based, but the other 85% was like others, and we could not use such kind of products or such kind of products that are false advertisement, and that could mislead a lot of farmers, lots of farmers in all over India, I would say. And for you to mention about these certified products, and also you mentioned about converting from organic to conventional organic. This is very encouraging because you mentioned about the positives of converting from conventional to organic, because most people tell me that because I practice organic farming, and they always tell me like, but organic farming, there is less yield. And with all your biofertilizers, and with a percentage of 40% increase in yield, I'm sure organic farming can also compete with conventional farming at some point. And most importantly, your R&D was very impressive, because even in Nagaland, I've only been farming for about 4 years, but in the 4 years time, I've been seeing a lot of new diseases and also pests coming up. And with your R&D, which develops specific pests, it is very encouraging that we can always approach you and like solve. I'm sure, believe that you will solve our problems of overcoming your pest management. Thank you very much. We have Mr. Samir, our third panelist. Can you please take the time, Samir?
Yeah.
Before that, can this lady who has raised the hand be given time, or you're going to give time later?
Which?
Yeah,
oh,
Shikalika Yapto.
I don't see anything. That's
Yeah,
why.
raised hand. Shikalika Yapto has raised hand.
Okay. Do you want us to do it after this thing, or you after the panelists speak?
That's up to you. That's up to you.
After is better to me.
After the panelists are finished, I think. That's better, no?
Okay.
Please.
Yeah. Thank you, Tungdem. And I'm a co-host, so I can share my screen. Okay. Is it visible, Tungdem?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. Thank you very much, Nagaland Organic Connect. Dr. Akali Sema, Tia Timjin Jamir, my friend, Tungdem Sandeep, and also my co-panelist, Mayank and Madhav, and all the participants. I see lots of my friends like Abu Kali, a very senior organic practitioner in the state, in the participant list. So thank you for bringing a farmer to talk on this. And I love this topic, like unraveling organic inputs. So this is like we heard about this beautiful works Mayank and Madhav's organization are doing, and they are coming into the input, how inputs can be supportive in organic farming through the effort. So my perspective here will be something, a perspective of a barefoot scientist, a farmer, being a farmer. So I'll be speaking more about the strength. So what I'm unraveling is the strength of the region, how our farmers can go ahead with all the resources which we have in the nature, and how we respect it and how we go with that. So I will be more speaking with the Northeast perspective, working with the farmers of different parts of Northeast and mainly Nagaland, where we can think about how we grow with the natural resources and how we go ahead. So whole my concept is how we farm with nature. So exploring the traditional knowledge wisdom. Like when we talk about how we grow our plants and how we take care of our plants, and we have to look back to nature also, how it did it. And we are in a place where it is like biodiverse, and it is total full strength of nature. God has given us the blessings of being with more nature. So I think here we have to also think about how we mimic the ways in nature, how we think about what is happening in the forest where no farmer is there, but so strong fruits, forest fruits are growing. So how we learn from nature and how we do it. So as a farmer, being a farmer myself, I think our responsibility is to value the local food wisdom, how we grow with the local crops, which are very much adaptable to our region, those which are very much adaptable to the soil and climate of Nagaland, or the northeastern region, so that we are not too much dependent on external inputs or other things which increases the cost of the farmers, or also which comes with the living style of the farmer. Like if he is like having a very big traditional wisdom of knowing how to take care of the plants. So I think we have to go with that. So my way of farming is more focused on that. So I know that as a farmer, I have to grow food which is good and affordable to everyone in the society. I cannot think about too much of costly inputs bringing into the farming and making it a certified organic product or whatever, and take it to the market and grow food for only one class of people who can afford it. As a farmer, I think my responsibility is to grow food which is affordable and which can be for everyone, right? We have to grow food good for everyone. We have to respect or value the sustainable recycling and reuse of the natural resources that God has gifted us in this region. We are in a storehouse of these resources, and we have to think about how we do it. So my model of farming is called a food forest, where we create food forest where we are least dependent on the external inputs, and we look at how nature can support us, how nature can give us those inputs, how it is happening inside the forest, how we explore that, how we don't disturb the happiness index of our people by taking them into costly farming system, how we don't take our farmers to a place where they have to think about, I have to get certified by an organization where people will come from outside and I have to pay them like fees and everything for my certification. Like rather than that, how we can develop products which are naturally growing. And these are the demand by my farming experience of like 1.5 decade in the region, with more than 20,000 farmers and young people of the Northeast. I find that this model is something which is very much good with the, which is going with the happiness index of the farmer, because we are also proud to be lazy farmers of the Northeast, not too much disturbing the nature and not interfering too much with the nature. So how we grow that? So I believe in native seeds, native conditions, how native conditions play a role in making our food good, the native resources, and independent native farmer. I don't want my farmer to depend on an organic seed marketed by a corporate to be like a farmer who is very strong and is dependent on for the seed, but how he keeps his own seed and how he becomes a part of the big wellness food industry, where his local food has got a very beautiful identity and demand, and it creates something which is very much a unique identity. Growing a local crop can be a market identity for the farmer, and that can reach us to many people. And how we develop this by more depending on the resources that God has given us, right? Is there any problem, Tungdem?
No?
No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
I think Tungdem has raised his hand, so I think his mic is also on mute. Can you unmute, Tungdem?
Okay,
no
sorry. There's no problem. I was just checking the raisins. That's all. Sorry.
Okay. It's okay. So we are looking at how we grow food and how this local crops. Like if you see my picture, I am sitting on the sweet potatoes. We grow the Thai corianders. We grow the mango flavored ginger. We grow the yams, different kind of yams, and we mix the seed and we pumpkins and everything. We grow it together. There is no competition. There is no weeds. There is no problem in the growth and development when we grow. And this all we are growing inside the forest. We are creating food forest and we are growing inside the forest. So my principle of growing organic or growing natural food in Northeast is how we don't temper our food crops by taking care too much, but we just leave them like the other crops grow in the forest, right? This is another thing which we have to look at, because this region, I've been working in many parts of the country with lots of farmers, and what I look at is when I work with the farmers of the Northeast India, so we are blessed with this whole microbial population we are talking about, all the rhizobiums to azotobacter to azospirillum to all kind of things which are naturally available in our natural land. So how we have to think about how we maintain that, how we manage that, a system like the forest, how we manage. Nobody is taking care of the forest, but the best fruit is growing inside the forest. Best bamboo is growing inside the forest. The trees' growth are so beautiful. Pests and diseases are there, but they know the interrelation and the coexistence, how they live with. So how we imitate nature's way of doing it, and how we preserve the beautiful biomass of this very beautiful bioenzymes, biomicroorganisms which we have. So these are the food forest model which we grow inside the forest. If you look at the pictures, you can look at agroforestry crops from mahogany to like fruit crops, traditional fruit crops from garcinias to like coffee, Indian coffee plum to amlas to turmeric, ginger, black turmeric. Everything is growing so nicely inside the forest without any inputs. And we have been trying it in many places in the hills, many villages with our farmers, where we look at, okay, this is nature can take care, if we can take care of the soil, and also we can take care of. And when we talk about taking care of the soil, we have to look at how we take it care with the resources that the farmer has Why we have to make every time farmer buy something? Why not we can think about how we make them self-sufficient by looking at the resources we have. And I think Nagaland and Northeast states are very much capable of doing that with all the green color of biodiversity we have. Our inputs, when I talk about unraveling our inputs are our local seeds. I'm not talking about any organic certified seed. I'm not talking about any hybrids. I'm not talking about any genetically modified seed. I'm talking about our local cooler seed. I'm talking about our local king chili seed. I'm talking about our local bird's eye chili seed. I'm talking about our sticky rice seed, which the farmer can give. And the native seeds is our freedom. As a farmer, I feel when I lose the right to keep my own seed for the next year, I lose my independence and I am dependent on a dependent technology. So that is how we have to look at. My first input is my local seed, how we keep our own seed and how we grow our own crop. Because if in Nagaland and I'm growing kolar, that is an identity, kolar from Nagaland in the international market. So that is, and my kolar doesn't need too much of pesticides or chemicals or anything. So we can think about how we grow with the seeds. So first input which we have is our own local seeds. Second input for me is our yellow, black, blue, turmeric, for example. If I talk about seed treatment, I just have to think about how I go to my food forest and dig out 50 grams of my black turmeric or blue turmeric or yellow turmeric, and I make it a paste, and I burn forest. I burn like woods for my winter days. How I use my wood ash, how I use my biochar, bamboo biochar, which I can make at home, and I use them for my seed treatment. So this is how we do, where we think about the different kinds of leaves. And many kinds of leaves are there. When you talk about the organic farming, if it is on the other part of the country, and when you look at the northeast part, we have so much of resources inside the forest, and that is how what I have come out with our model of ecological farming practices, where we look at all the leaves which can give white sap when we tear them, all the leaves which are not eaten by cows and goats, which can be into our health. And I believe that whenever God has given me a challenge, God has given me a solution nearby. So how I look at my nearby solution, and then I make them very much together and take it into a thing. My other input is my black topsoil. The topsoil we have with so much of microbial population of Northeast. The leaf molds. I go and I work in different part of Nagaland and with my farmers. We make zero tillage beds and raised beds. We don't have to make compost also. We have to go to the forest and all the dry leaves are falling. We just have to scratch it, bring it and put it on our raised beds and grow crop on that. That is full of nutrients. That is full of the microbes which can provide us all the nutrients we are talking about, right? Or the abundant termite hill soil inside the forest. It is so high source of protein for my microbes in the soil. So all the abundant termite hill soil, which we can bring and we can make it into liquid formulations, or we can apply this to our plants or the soil, which can also give us support. There are some examples which I want to put in 10 minutes because I cannot do everything which we do in 10 minutes. But the layer of dry leaves, I was talking about the leaf mold, the termite hill soil, the bamboo biochar. So the bamboo leaves are our mulch. Like we grow king chili under the bamboo grove. We grow king chilies under the forest. So all the dry leaves falling down and giving the mulch. We don't need another mulching or another, because and in the bamboo grove, the bamboo grove is my best laboratory, where I can take an earthen pot and I put some, like we are very good in fermentation process. All the people in Northeast, we are very good in fermentation process. We can have our rice, some rice gruel, which is full of starch. And we can have some very sweet banana, or we can have some jaggery, put it there in the earthen pot and keep it inside the bamboo plantation. It's like cool, the temperature. It is better than my agricultural university where I studied. It is better laboratory than that. That is a natural laboratory. So we can grow so much of very beneficial bioorganisms, the biochar, the small bamboos we have in Northeast growing like wild. So how we can grow it into how we can burn it, not going for very big pyrolysis or any kind of technology, but digging a pit, burning it, covering it with a sack, wet sack, and making biochar, zero cost, and make it into a product. Our communities, because of the black soil and the amount of microbes we have, we can think about how we take bamboo biochar to carry, because charcoal is the medium which can carry best, like whatever pseudomonas or trichodermas or whatever biofertilizers we are talking about. So this can be the carrier, and our farmers in Nagaland can have community enterprises of growing this product and taking it to the other part of the country also, because we have proved it. I have made farm in Karnataka. I have made farm in the desert of Rajasthan, and we made mango flower there or mango fruit there with the inputs, the top soil and the vermicompost and this biochar from Northeast. So this is how we look at how we can grow with this. So with all these resources, just making compost, involving children, involving young people. I have 9,000 school children working with me who makes compost and vermicompost, and they make their school food forest. They make their product into a story. They have vermicompost brands which are sold everywhere in the country, because these are made by school children with the resources which we have in Northeast, right? Bio-intensive raised beds, where we don't think about how we buy and give bio inputs there, but we think about how we culture them in this beautiful soil, how we culture them in this beautiful soil. Handful of topsoil, one liter of rice gruel, that is the liquid starchy water. And if we are producing vermicompost, 1 liter of vermiwas, because cow dung, cow urines are not available in this whole mountainous part of Northeast. So we cannot think about how we put like panchagaiva or this kind of solutions. But we can have our very beautiful topsoil, the starch, and the vermiwas, and we can make into our own solutions, which we can give. And we can give it to our young people. So my green commandos, 426 of them in the Northeast, come to our farm learning center, get trained on this, how to reuse and recycle the resources. And they are spread over everywhere in Northeast, Sikkim, Arunachal, Meghalaya, Manipur, and everywhere. And they are making the farmers grow with their own resources, where they cut down the cost of the cultivation. One reason for why the farmer child don't want to be a farmer is the costly technique, where they don't make profit. Right, so it's very important that we cut down, because we are in a place where we can depend on nature. Earthworm composting, again, not breeds of earthworms like the Icenia fotida. It has to be the banana pseudostem earthworm, which is working very nicely. And the farmer don't have to buy it, he can make it. When he's making this in a box, he's also producing his vermiwas, all humic acid. He don't have to buy it. I have seen the other way also, like my farm in Jorhat is also Control Union certified, and we produce 300 metric ton of vermicompost, and we produce vermiwas, and we make it into product, and we give it to many places. But with 250 cows, we are making manufacturing this units. Like we have a big Azola unit, and we are using the Azola water to the vermicompost tank and bringing it to a product called Bhuj, even, which we very nicely now marketing to other states like Rajasthan and all, with all the black color natural resources of Northeast. We can be very strong in bio-input manufacturing if we stick to our local things and we believe on our local microbes that we have in our jungles, right? So that can be something which we can take forward. But making like high-tech farms in different places with those inputs and all. But what I love most is this way of creating food forest inside the forest, where every chili and the weeds and the things all grow together, and we reuse and recycle everything that we have in the nature. So this is my way of farming and creating food forest. Thank you very much for this. I don't know whether I stick to my time. Sandeep can tell me. And this is what I wanted to share, like right from the heart of a Northeast farmer, that we need more to harness our local resources and grow on that, rather than depending on technologies where we have to spend money again. We have to spend money on the transportation, processing, and marketing, because we live in a very remote area. So we have to think about how we balance whatever resources we have in terms of money. And we grow with something like the food forest concept, which we have developed, and other things like biochar production or bio input. I can give you example, like one lady in Arunachal Pradesh, she manufactures bio inputs like trichodermas and pseudomonas, and she makes charcoal and put it on charcoal. You can see the difference of that, right? And I have come into, like, when it is coming to organic, unraveling organic input, it is also my experience how so much of talcum powder based organic this biopesticides are coming, where we if we take to analysis, it is very difficult. So I'm very thankful to Nagaland Organic Connect to bringing in people like Mayank and Madhav also, who are like very dedicatedly doing it. So this is a process. Agriculture is very big, so we have to correlate and work together. I know the inputs are important, but what I was talking about as a barefoot scientist, a farmer from Northeast, I was talking about how we can grow with our own resources. And when we need those support, we can also think about, okay, this input we can take forward, right? Thank you very much. Yeah.
Wow. Hello.
Yeah.
Wow. Samir, that was brilliant. I must say, it was very inspiring. And they use the traditional and cultural knowledge and making it very enterprising. That is the need of the hour. And especially like when you mention about the seeds, the local seeds that and plants particularly, yeah, it's very encouraging because in my observation, we in the Northeast especially, we have lost a lot of our traditional and cultural seeds that were indigenous to us. And to be honest, like most of the indigenous seeds that we have are adapted to the environment for many hundreds, thousands of years. So we don't really face a lot of problems that that seeds or hybrid seeds that we bring in from outside, to be honest. And I struggled that myself, and I also apply that method because I do bring my I do farm tomatoes, and what I do is I don't farm tomatoes to just produce tomatoes and sell. I also make them adapt, climatize, and adapt to our nature, so that in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th generation they can, we don't face the problem as much as how when you bring in new crops in, when you introduce new crops into this new environment. So that is very interesting, and it also gives us seed sovereignty. So we don't have to depend on the big companies who would force us to buy their products, or keep on introducing new seeds every time, and we can depend on ourselves. In the long run, it benefits us from like addressing food security and also producing quality food. So thank you very much for that talk. I think that was very, very interesting, and you're involved with students and like school students. I saw a lot of pictures that are involved with school students, and that was very encouraging because I think growing food is a skill that we need to learn. And during this lockdown, I've just realized that in Nagaland we could hardly grow any food, and everyone is just panicking and buying food. If we knew how to grow our own food naturally from the environment, from the small gardens we have, I think we would be food sufficient to many levels. Another topic you mentioned about using the rice residue, I think, using that for a fertilizer or some sort of like a nutrient supply. That is really encouraging because we use rice every day. And for example, like when the lockdown happened, I couldn't bring in any nutrients from outside because I was specifically looking for organic nutrients, especially for my nursery. And in the end, I had to use this rice, the salt water from the rice, because it's very rich in nutrients. And I was using that for my for feeding my plants, especially in the nursery stage. And I realized that they grow very well. You can compare it with the what you call company products as well. So that was very, very encouraging as well, and very satisfying. So thank you very much, Samir, for your time. And
yeah, thank you.
It was a great pleasure to hear all the three panelists speak, and very dynamic approach. We have had speakers from Karnataka, from Sikkim, and also from Assam. And now to wrap it up, I'd like to give each panelist
no, Thangdamo.
so they can.
Yes, Thangdamo. Sorry.
Yeah.
You have to give time for interaction.
Okay.
Yeah. Time for interaction. If there's anything.
Apologies. Okay. So now. Right. We have 30 minutes of time for question and answers. So if there's any other questions that the participants or any wants to ask, you're most free to ask. The time is open now.
There was a raised hand, so if there is still there, then she can ask the question. I think Tia can focus on the participant who raised the hand.
Yeah, I don't see it on my screen.
If they're still there, mostly they go away. So, but I don't know.
It's not there anymore. There's no more raised hands.
Yeah, usually they go away. So
okay.
Anyway.
Okay, that was my mistake.
Samir,
I
one
was
question for
quite
you.
ignorant about it.
Samir,
So,
there is one question pending for you.
Yeah.
so there's a question for which says, sir, what is meant by
Samir.
this is for Samir, I think.
Yeah.
What is meant by charring of bamboo biochar and its importance? You're on mute.
Samir, you're on mute.
Organic fertilizer which we can prepare at home, and that we can use lots of bamboos that grow in our region, right? The small bamboos which are not used, or we used to have lots of bamboo walks and we have the waste. So this is just you dig 1 feet by 1 feet pit, and the pit should be 1 feet deep, and you make the bottom of the pit into half feet so that it is like this shape, right? So just burn bamboos, and when the fire is full on, just take a jute sack and dip it in water with jute sack. Then you cover the fire with the jute sack when the whole fire is spread. So you cover with the jute sack, and with the soil which you have dug out for the digging of the pit. So you cover up the white smoke that will be coming out of the jute sack. So you cover it up and then keep it for 4 hours or overnight, right? So next day when we remove the sack in the pit, we find the charcoal. This is very, like, our people are accustomed to making charcoal at home, right? So this is charcoal making of bamboo. Then you get the tang sound bamboo pieces which break down into charcoal, powder them. So this bamboo charcoal in the pore spaces will have lots of mycorrhizae coming. And this mycorrhizae will be the source of nitrogen for your plants. And also the bamboo has got phosphorus. And when we burn it, we can also get potash out of that. This is farmers' technology, where you don't have to spend money, dig a pit, make your bamboo biochar, and put it in your plant. Your plant will be very happy. So that is bamboo biochar.
Thank you very much, Samir, for answering that very precisely. Is there any other? Would any of our members want to ask any questions?
Actually, there was one question for Mayank, but he has answered
Yes.
it, but maybe for the benefit of...
Yeah, maybe you can answer
audience,
again about
yeah.
the availability and the price in Northeast, especially Nagaland, both for Mayank and Madhavraj.
Yeah.
Mayank, you're on mute. You're on mute.
Okay, sorry. As far as this question is concerned, I already answered. We have all the arrangements because, you know, we know the limitations of the farmers, and we know our limitations too. We cannot reach every place. We cannot place our materials everywhere. So that's why we created an e-commerce platform. So surely that e-commerce platform is not only dedicated to the organic farmers, it's for complete range of the IFCO produce, but you will find all the IFCO produce in this platform that is called www.ifcobazar.in. You can place the order. We are supplying about 17,000 pin codes across the country. And I am very sure enough, even in the northeastern region, we may not be able to supply up to the village, but definitely we are able to supply up to the city. And the prices for all the produce remain unchanged, irrespective of the state, location, remote or urban. The prices remain unchanged.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayank.
Yeah, Madhavraj, Northeast availability of Falada product.
All right.
You're on mute. You're on mute.
Hello. There's a question for Samir.
We can't
Sorry, I think our products are not available right now at Northeast states. If there any significant inquiry comes, then definitely we'll think of supplying the products to there also.
Okay.
Hello.
I think Samir
Hello.
can answer this question.
Right now, we don't have any arrangements to sell our products in northeastern states.
Okay.
Mainly, we are
We got it.
our
Thank you.
farmers
Thank you,
are
Madhu.
mainly in Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. So right now, we don't have any arrangement to sell there.
Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Raj. We have a couple of questions coming in. The first question is for Mr. Samir.
Yeah.
It says, can we also make biochar from rice husk too? And what are the nutrients it will carry on it?
Okay, we cannot make biochar fertilizers out of rice husk, and we haven't tried that also. But what you can do, you can do it. The rice husk is like if the rice husk is if it is like you can compost it or you can burn it, and you can use it in the layer of your raised beds or the zero tillage beds which we make like inside the forest, right? So we can use them as a source of potash, and also it can be used as mulch, right? So that is something.
Okay.
Another question I have, I think, from Abu Kali. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, Samir, please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is in a situation today where
so the question is
yeah. Yes, yeah.
So where in our have a lot of we have also started using synthetic inputs and pesticides widely. What do you think we can do in terms of marketing for authentically organic products without certification? We want to call all use in notice organic, which is not the case. So how do you want to address this question?
Yeah, see, this is because Abu Kali is having this very vast experience. I know her from when I started. Also, she started doing it in Nagaland, right? She has got vast experience on this, and one thing which I look at is like we have still Abu Kali. We have many places in the remote villages which are like untouched and which are very natural. So we can think about one natural brand of Nagaland natural food products where like I'll cite you an example how we market it in Assam, how we are doing it. We have a program called Farm Connect, where we are making our green commandos, the local social agripreneurs which we create, to go to the village and adopt and do this food forest and all inside the villages. And they also come and they motivate people in the like urban areas like Guwahati city. They motivate them that we have a village. The story of the village sells. So the consumer also knows. So we have this program Farm Connect, where we ask the consumers to adopt a farmer or a village for their food. So that way we can connect with those very raw villages as natural food items. But in places where we have gone through like chemicalization or like more conventional way of farming, I think we can go there with certification programs, and we can also think about certified product, because I told you these two are part of both the part of the organic thing which we have to go together. But what I feel is in the remote villages, very remote areas in Northeast where we have some very specific identifiable crops, there I think it should be more natural. And I think natural Northeast can be a very good brand in this wellness food industry, which is going all over the world. And in this condition where people are thinking about how to eat and what to eat. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Samir. There's I don't know if this is a question from Apogali, which says, we sell your Badala agro food products here at Dimapur at our Infinity Organic. So, hello?
I think the Madhav Raj sir give the answer to this.
Hello, Mr. Madhav Raj. Yeah.
Madhav Raj sir, there is a question.
Yeah, tell me.
Apogali is asking.
It's not a question as such, but it's a
offer.
Yeah, that she has this.
Yeah.
She's from the Infinity store. She owns an Infinity store, and she sells your product. That's what she wanted to convey.
Oh, because Mr. Madhavara mentioned that the products are not here in the notice. So maybe she was trying to say that your products are actually in Dimapur already. So your reach is quite far.
Right.
Our company food products.
I have a small question for Mr. Mayang. Yes, food products.
Yes,
Yeah,
we have
I
got.
was
Can I take a minute of that?
internet. Yes, please, please go ahead.
Yeah. See, we apart from our export business, we have got also a domestic India business in the name of Palada Pure and Sure, where we have got more than 200 products, and we are marketing this product pan India throughout all the Indian states through distribution channels, wherein you get all sorts of kitchen needed products, super rich foods, everything, you name it and it is there. And all these products are available in the brand name of Palada Pure and Sure. This we are doing since 7 years. So it has picked up very well, and you find our product in nook and corner of all Indian states.
Thank you very much, Mr. Raj. I just have a small question for Mr. Mayang. I was just wondering, because you Sikkim, can you please tell us viewers and as well myself as well as a farmer, how do you adopt Sikkim to different climatic conditions? Because you see, the climate is always change, climate change is always happening, and every year there's like new diseases are coming up, and we are we're limited to using neem for our pest and disease management. But with your products that you have asked during your presentation, how well are they adopted, or how well they are used in Sikkim?
Okay. Because recently we introduced these products in the Sikkim state. So I just want to tell you the history of last 2 months. We sold 5 metric ton of the seaweed granules in one location. And I have a videos in which the farmers is saying, we don't know, it's not recorded by our people, it's not recorded by neither our salesman. They are saying their tomato crop is 2 times better than the previous crop. This season tomato crop is 2 times better than the previous season crop because of the use of this seaweed granules in the particular tomato crop and the biopesticide in the tomato crops. So somehow these kind of things are working. As far as Samir is told, see, the farmer is having only one problem, the labor. The day the farmer start doing all the activity in their farms, they doesn't need any kind of the agri-inputs. They can produce anything, they can do anything. But because of that time, they require the agri-inputs to have the better harvest. It's a simple thing.
Yeah. Can I come in? Okay. Yeah. That is one. But we are looking at like if you are in a place where everything is so nice, like the food forest and everything, like in the forest, everything is balanced. So it is other way also, like it is only the labor cost, which is a culture of our people to go to the mountains, and those people who can work for the whole year to clear the forest to do farming, they have got too much of like working capacity. Just if we look at the cost of production and we make it only the labor cost and not the input cost, then it is also a big profit for them, right? And we have a system in this region where the whole family together goes and walks. And I think already we are blessed with nature. So I think, Mayank, it is more also we have to look at, we have to improve the work culture of the people of how, and these are all traditional things, right? Like it's not hard also. Biochar can be made because we are in a cold place. So when we are warming ourselves, we are making wood ash and biochar. So we can keep it. So these are not very much hard works also. It is just we eat rice and we keep the rice in a earthen pot or a bamboo can, and we mix some rice gruel and some gur and put it inside the bamboo plantation. It is not very like rocket science or very hard labor. So I think this is what my look is. Not key. I'm not talking about that we don't need inputs. That is an integral part of the farming. But how we can make our farming more based on the local resources. Because if you look at the conventional farming also, it was also the hunger to sell from seeds to the fields, which made farming not good for the next generation to come in, because they were not finding it profitable. The labor cost is also coming, input cost is also coming, everything is coming. So looking at our culture of growing food crops, I'm looking at how we reduce the cost of inputs, because it is good that you have come in and Nagaland Organic Connect is connecting you directly, who has got some experience in the region. But I have experience. If you look at my phone and they know, okay, I work in the organic field in the Northeast, every time companies, sir मेरा ये ले लो, sir मेरा वो ले लो, हमने सुना है कि नागालैंड पे लोग जितना भी दाम पे दे दो सामान खरीद लेते हैं. So you are very good buyers. Why don't you promote my thing? So that is what also we have to look at, how we don't become the scapegoats apart from having such a beautiful nature. So first we look at how we harness our nature, and second step we look at how we need the things which are very good and we can have it in low cost. It might be your IFCO product, right? But first, I think as a farmer, I'm talking as a farmer because I have to look at how I reduce my cost. I'm okay with giving my labor because I love that. That is my God-given profession, right? I love that doing this. My family also will come and work with me. But the thing which I have to look at is my child has to be a farmer, or he has to dream to be a farmer, and he will dream it when I make profit and I wear jeans and t-shirts and hats and become a stylish farmer. Not like I buy very costly organic inputs and also I don't make profit. Right? That is what the balance I'm looking at. Thank you.
Samir, one question is there. You can answer right away.
It says, can bamboo char be recommended for king chili production? If yes, what are the significance?
Bamboo biochar is bamboo biochar is very good in king chili. So you can apply in king chili like mulching. You just put it there, or you can make 1 kg of bamboo biochar into 20 liters of water. Put some rice gruel also there. Rice gruel is the starch for the microbes, right? So you give some rice gruel and then just sprinkle it. They're very good. They are a good source of nitrogen. I told you they are a good source of phosphorus also. They're a good source of potash. And also when you do, they are also like, they don't allow the slugs and we have those snails coming. So these are also not coming when you apply bamboo biochar over there, right? So that is something which at very zero cost you can prepare at home, and you can make your king chili very beautiful. I give you guarantee. Another thing I want to mention is, with the help of Dr. Akali, we have created around 50 green apostles out of our students, where we have trained this Nagaland young people who are studying agriculture. We have trained them on how they can make biochar, how they can make compost, how they can make zero cost vermicompost with the worms in the mountains, how we can bring the big earthworms we have in the mountains and release them so that they go inside and bring the minerals from the rock zone and make it near the root surface. So they are trained on that. Anyone interested, I think our green apostles, our students are now capable of helping you on how you do it, get it forward. I think Nagaland Organic Connect can also connect those very young resource persons which we have created now, how to grow with our own resources, right?
Thank you very much, Mr. Samir. We are running short of time, so we will wrap up the seminar. Now we shall hand over to Mr. Tia for the vote of thanks, please.
Hi, hello. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Before I start, I just want to apologize for the little technical difficulties we had with the presentations today. Otherwise, I think the presentations were all very flawless. And that being said, I want to thank all the three panelists that were available today. We thank you for the time that you were able to give us, and for a detailed insight into the world of organic inputs. And it was very informative. It was a very informative and eye-opening session to know the numerous resources that are available to us, and also how we can also tap into our own naturally available resources. So thank you for sharing the detailed information with us and for the time that you've given to us. And I think I say it for everybody that it was truly an unraveling experience. So thank you, sirs. And I also want to especially thank Mr. Sandeep Kamath, who's unfortunately had to leave early because of some work, but he continues to be an invaluable asset to our organization and the webinar sessions that we are having. And I thank Tungdemo for giving his time as facilitator and for his excellent job that he did today. And I thank all the other attendees that were present today. We hope that you will continue to be a part of our sessions. And that being said, I just want to share So we hope that you will join us for our next episode, which is on the wealth in waste and to a greener tomorrow, where you can come and learn about the merits of waste management. It's scheduled to be on the 19th of August, and the registration and the details will be shared with you soon. So thank you once again, everybody, for joining us today. And we hope that we will see you in our future sessions. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.